joining us today on the 6th episode of
The Pharm Girls.
We're going to share a little about what we've been up to.
Yeah, absolutely. We're going to be share what the NPA is up to lately. We're going to talk about the 407 review. We've got results from the workforce study.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And of course, we've got some
Pharm
Pharm Facts.
You bet.
Today, we don't have a VIP, but we have been visiting a lot of VIPs throughout the state because we've been doing the ACE Tour and visiting all the pharmacies across Nebraska. So we've covered almost the whole western half of the state.
That's right.
So it's been quite the trip.
Yeah.
If you're not following us on Facebook to see some of the fun things, like Marcia on a dinosaur, make sure you follow us on Facebook so you can see all the fun pictures that we post, because we try to have fun while we're doing it.
Right,
also.
absolutely. We take a break for fun.
That's right.
Yeah.
And what else? We've got some events that we're going to share with you also.
Couple things coming up.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Perfect. Okay, so let's dive into the 407 review.
Sure.
So tell people what we're doing or why we're having a 407 review.
Right. Okay, sure. So last year, the Nebraska Pharmacists Association, we introduced a bill that would allow pharmacy technicians to administer vaccines.
Right. Okay.
And the Health and Human Services Committee at the legislature told us that we needed to go through this credentialing review process where they get together a group of all different kinds of people in different disciplines to discuss this change in maybe what technicians do.
Right. Okay.
So we're in that process. Had a meeting already. Second meeting coming up on August 17th.
Cool.
And it's somewhat formal hearing type of a process where we presented all the information on why pharmacy technicians should be able to continue administering vaccines. And then they will make a recommendation. And I fully expect that this credentialing review committee will be in favor of pharmacy technicians continuing to administer vaccines. So it's just kind of a step in the process. Next year we'll introduce a bill and we'll make it happen.
Yeah, so hopefully it'll all go. And we want to thank Mackenzie and Ryan for going and to that meeting. We happen to be out of town for that, so we want to thank them for going and being the face of the NPA for that review.
And they represented us so very well.
Yeah.
They did a terrific job answering questions and being there for us. So yeah.
Okay, and then another thing that we've been doing is the workforce survey.
Right.
So explain to us a little bit about that, what that is, and then we've gotten the results from that also, correct?
Yes, absolutely. Okay. So, we all have heard that pharmacies are feeling like they're short of technicians and pharmacists. They need more help. Right.
Yeah.
Things have just been busy, and COVID really compounded all of that. So. We collaborated with Dr. Don Klepser from the University of Nebraska Medical Center College of Pharmacy on a workforce survey to say, okay, we've just heard anecdotally that there's a shortage and that pharmacists need more help, so let's measure it.
Right.
And so we collaborated with Dr. Klepser, and he put together this amazing workforce survey, and we actually got very good results as far as the number of people that participated.
Right.
So we reached out to all the licensed pharmacists residing in Nebraska and, kind of to get the pulse of what's going on out there. And I want to share some of the information that came from that survey. The first thing is they reported that a majority of respondents, the people that responded to the survey, indicated that there were current openings for both pharmacists and technicians. Okay. And that's, we were able to validate that. So there are openings. People are looking for pharmacists and technicians. And another startling, interesting fact is that 21% of the people that responded to the survey said that they had changed jobs in the previous 12 months.
Okay.
And, I think one thing for sure, if you're going to change jobs, you need to make sure that you have a current CV or resume.
Right.
and you need to make sure that you are on LinkedIn and have a good LinkedIn presence.
Yes, I don't think people realize how important that is, but it's a great way. You can put on there that you're looking for a job and people can find you. So
yeah, absolutely.
It's a great resource.
Absolutely. And people, that's where people go to look up someone when they're, might be
Right.
interested in a job candidate is LinkedIn. And lastly, to kind of fine tune those interview skills.
Right. Yeah. And sometimes it's been a long time since you
boy.
had a resume or have interviewed with anybody. So
That's right. So we're going to help people with that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Our very own Dr. Raj Selvaraj, our executive fellow, is going to be holding a series of webinars.
Yeah. And it's great for students or people that have been in the career for a long time, even just to refresh on how that's done or learn more about how it's done if you're a new student that might be going into the workforce. So
Right. So yeah, he's going to pair up with some really great pharmacists in the field who are going to give great advice on updating your resume or building your resume and interview skills, as well as how to get connected on LinkedIn.
Yeah.
So
because networking and knowing people is a big part of finding a job, especially in this. And depending on where you want to go too, if it's not just an independent pharmacy, but you do want to do something that's maybe more non-traditional, sometimes that's kind of who out there in order to get into some of those places.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
it'll be
So
exciting.
yeah, that's something that's coming up that kind of related to the workforce survey. The next thing I wanted to talk about is, we've all been into pharmacies where they're just really busy.
Yeah.
They're just so very busy. And we wanted to be able to quantify that. And I think this is an important point. Compared to pharmacists working at any other practice setting, chain community pharmacists were more likely to feel emotionally exhausted at 85% of the people that responded that were chain pharmacists, emotionally exhausted. Physically exhausted, 84.8% of those folks physically exhausted. Experiencing burnout, 86.7%.
Wow.
And only 26.7% of the people that responded to the survey that practiced in chain community pharmacies felt that they could practice safely.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I mean, that's big numbers. And we've talked a lot about burnout, and we have heard, unfortunately, a lot of times it is in the chain pharmacies. And we do, as we've been going out on visits, a lot of the independents do have a lot of people in there.
Oh, my gosh.
And I will say a lot of times, they don't seem as stressed out. They're still super busy, but they have a lot of people there to handle all of the work that's coming in. And sometimes, unfortunately, when we go into some of the chain stores, they are, limited on the amount of staff that they have, or only being able to have one pharmacist in there.
Right.
And so you can see why people are burnt out or feeling like they're emotionally or physically exhausted by the end of the day, or the lunch that they close for now, which some people are doing. Are they really taking a break, or are they just working while no one's there to talk to them at that point where there's no customers to talk to them? So I think hopefully maybe some of this information will help get some of those things changed, but
absolutely. Well, and I know there's a lot of people that want us to advance the profession in Nebraska,
right?
And for pharmacists to do more things. But I really feel, as a pharmacist and as a leader of the association, that we need to fix our house first,
right?
Before we add more responsibilities onto pharmacists. We need to get our house in order,
right?
And I really encourage the pharmacists working at chains, please be a member, because we can advocate on your behalf.
Right.
And it seems like the people who need us the most right now, as far as workforce conditions, may not be members.
Right.
So,
and we are here to help and try to get,
absolutely.
and as we're traveling, that we've been traveling across Nebraska, we have run into numerous places that do need help. In a lot of independent pharmacies that are looking for people.
Yeah, relief
that
work
would be great places to work at.
Gosh,
is a full-time job, or places that are, like you said, looking for relief pharmacists. So, if you happen to be out there and you're a relief pharmacist, feel free to shoot us an email.
Yes, you're in high demand.
Yeah, we'd love to have your contact information.
Yes.
There are some of the smaller towns we go to. That the pharmacist is the only one there, and in their town, and they might want a mere 3 days off or something, and they have to find someone to fill in for them while they're gone.
Right.
And so that is kind of in high demand.
Absolutely.
More high demand than I knew, I think.
We don't think about it very often, but we do connect pharmacists with other pharmacists.
Yeah.
That's part of the Advocate, Educate, Connect.
Yeah.
So,
and there were a few that's what they mainly do, is just our relief pharmacists, which is kind of cool.
It is cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Different pace every time.
Absolutely. So the rest of if somebody's interested in looking at the whole workforce survey, we did publish a link to that document in the July 11th daily news dose. Members only daily news dose. So if you want more information, we can certainly share that with you, but that's where our members can find it.
Yeah. And again, the daily news dose, members receive that daily, Monday through Friday.
Right.
It always has updates that we're doing, things like the workforce survey, and then different links to different up-to-date articles and stuff that's happening in pharmacy.
Absolutely.
Or even, work environment type of things, how to manage people or how to interview. So
I think it's one of the most valuable resources that we offer our members.
And our members, when we're out talking to them, they love that they get the daily news dose and they learn a lot from it. So
absolutely.
Yeah. And then another thing, we've been traveling around the state, but then Marcia's traveling in between us, traveling around the state. It seems like if you haven't unpacked your bag, now I just roll my bag to the left and then roll it back in a few days when we need to leave again. So you were just in D.C. At the McKesson Trade Show.
Right.
Correct?
My first ever McKesson Idea Share, and it was really very, very neat. It was great to see a lot of faces from Nebraska there, a lot of store owners there, and it was a great opportunity for me to connect with some of the folks in the exhibits. So, Amy, we've got our Fall Forum coming up.
Yes.
In October, and last year we sent everybody a welcome box. It's a virtual meeting, but I don't want people to feel like they're missing out on some swag from the exhibits.
Right, because sometimes that's the fun. You walk around, you get free stuff.
Yeah,
people love free stuff.
People love free stuff. So, I talked to lots and lots of people that are going to provide us with some of the top OTC samples.
Right, cool.
Some nice sample stuff that's going to fill up the box and make it super fun this year. So it's going to be bigger and better than it was last year.
And so we think the first 150 people that sign up for the Fall Forum, and it is a members event, so that is a great time. If you're not a member and you want to be a member, or you want to renew if you haven't renewed, do it before then so that you can attend the Fall Forum. And then the first 150 people get the box, which is filled with fun stuff.
Lots of
that'll
fun
be at
stuff.
the end of October.
Right. So good time to renew now.
Yes.
Before that Fall Forum registration becomes open. So not open yet.
Not yet.
But we'll soon.
Yeah.
We'll soon. Yeah.
And then I feel like the last 3 months we are just going nonstop, busy. It seems like.
Yeah.
So we had in July we had 4 students that were on rotation with us that finished up being on rotation with us in July, and then I think a week later or 2 days later, I'm not even sure anymore. I don't even know what day it is sometimes anymore. We had 3 new students start with us that are on rotation.
Yes.
And so we will have a lot of good CE articles coming up in the Mortar and Pestle.
Yes.
That these ones will probably be at the end of the year. The beginning of next year is when those articles will be coming out. But we've got a lot of cool topics that are
a couple OTC topics, which I think is super helpful. We've got a article coming up on errors with COVID vaccine.
Oh yeah.
And that'll be a great one too, as well as the Nebraska Law Review article. That article we do every year to just kind of sum up what changes were made in that year. Right. So lots of good stuff coming up in the Mortar and Pestle. So, if you want to get the Mortar and Pestle, you got to be a member.
Got to be a member also. Yeah. And it's always fun to work with the students and see what kind of things they come up with for topics and work through it with them.
Right.
We love having the students at the NPA and having them. They're just become part of the family.
Yes.
Within a day, they're just part of our normal routine every day. They're on all our meetings.
Yes.
And so they become like kids that we have to let go of super quickly.
I know. I'm never ready for them to move on because I know, right? We've had some fun and well, and one of our students got to have her picture taken with a camel. Yeah, I mean, you never know what's going to happen. You never know what's going to happen. Rotation. Yeah. Yes, it was an adorable baby camel.
Yeah, that was fun. Because and she got to go on some shoots with us for commercials. Yeah, it's all kinds of stuff. And normally by the end of their rotation, they're like, okay, we had no idea what all you guys do, because it is just such a diverse mix of things that we're doing from one day to the next.
Right.
So yeah, you just never know.
You never know what's going to happen on the NPA rotation. You never know where we will drag you.
Where we will take you. Yeah,
that's right. Exactly. That's right.
So next, and now it's time for Pharm Facts.
Yes.
Okay, so today, and Raj has helped me, which he's a great addition to our team.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
So he's helped me kind of find some Pharm Facts as we've been going along here. So today's is on the RX symbol, and where that came from. So it has Egyptian origins, commonly seen on doctors' prescription pads and signs in pharmacy. The RX is a symbol for a medical prescription. According to most sources, RX is derived from the Latin word recipe, meaning take. So that makes sense. We're kind of creating something that we want you to take.
Yeah.
Among several alternative theories, however, is the belief that the RX symbol evolved from the Eye of Horus.
What?
An ancient Egyptian symbol associated with healing powers. What is known for certain is that the practice of pharmacy, the preparation and dispensation of drugs, that was a tongue twister, has been around for thousands of years. The world's first recorded prescriptions were etched on a clay tablet in Mesopotamia around 2100 BC. So that was a large prescription to bring in with
my gosh.
Yeah, maybe you rolled it in on something if a wheel was created by then.
Yeah.
While the first drugstores were established in the ancient city of Baghdad in the 8th century AD.
Wow. Yeah.
Which is kind of cool. So
that would make it tough to lose your prescription.
It would. Yeah. You're just dragging that thing around with you. Yeah. Hopefully you don't have more than one prescription.
Well, right. And what's even funnier is how long did it take for, maybe you were dead by the time that it all got etched in there. Oh,
you're like,
too
I've
late.
already died from my infection because my antibiotic. Yeah. It took so long to get the etching done.
Oops. Dang.
Yeah, I never thought about it that way, but that's for sure.
Oh my
Thank
gosh.
God we're not doing that now.
No. Although sometimes I think some of the handwriting, not a whole lot of written prescriptions anymore, but they might look like they were etched in stone, scribbled on. Yeah.
Thank God for pharmacists, because most of the time I don't know what my prescription says.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm assuming you do, and you're giving me the right thing. So we'll hope that's what's happening.
That's right. Absolutely, that's what's happening.
Yeah. Obviously that's what's happening.
Yes.
So we've been mentioning we've been out and about. So we started in June, the end of May maybe, on the ACE tour.
Yeah.
So we've been out visiting. Like I said, we've been about the whole western half of the state, and making our way along. So we've been in the Scottsbluff area, all the way down to Sydney, all the way up to Chadron. We've been to North Platte, all the way down to Binkelman and McCook, all the way up to Valentine, over to O'Neill,
and Gordon,
Gordon, down through things. And then we were just recently, the last couple of days, we were in the Hastings area.
Right.
Went over to, we've been in Minden, Holdridge, Sutton, Geneva, Friend.
I'm impressed that you remember all those places.
I know, yeah. I don't know if I could list every place we've been to now. There's a lot.
Yeah.
But it's been super fun to see everybody, to see people's pharmacies.
Yeah.
I love going into the pharmacies, and people are excited, especially in the hospital pharmacies. A lot of people, the hospital pharmacies, no one sees that. Sometimes people don't even realize there might be a pharmacy in their hospital, especially in some of the small communities.
Right.
And so when we go into a lot of those, it's so cool to see the small clinics or hospitals that are in these communities, and then the pharmacies, and they love to show us around. They love to show us the whole entire hospital, and some of it's, it's impressive in a lot of them.
Oh my gosh.
Some of it you're like, okay, well, that's more impressive than actually some of the hospitals in Lincoln.
Yeah.
They're kind of more updated, and but it's really cool to see how proud they are of where they work and the people that they work with. And,
so many people have just remodeled to be compliant with what's coming down the pike with 795, 797, and 800. So, everybody's, a lot of people have shiny new IV rooms, and oh gosh, it's really great to see. And everybody has been so friendly and warm and welcoming. We've had a ball. Yeah, it's been fun. It has been fun. To see, a lot of times we email with people, and especially sometimes with the medication disposal program or the Narcan program. I'm emailing with a lot of people, and so it's nice to finally put a face to
the name that you're emailing all the time, and get out there and thank everybody for for how they're helping us also being in those programs and getting more information out to people. I will say the Narcan program is a new program, and so it's been great to get out to more people and explain what the program is, and for them to be excited to join the program. So, so hopefully we keep adding.
We drop off a little swag.
Yeah. Some people are like, oh my gosh, it's like Christmas.
Yes,
right
Christmas
in
July.
We bring a lot of swag with us, So if you're thinking like, oh God, they haven't been here yet, we will be there.
That's right.
If we haven't seen you, we will be there. Eventually we will be to every pharmacy. So because we're going to all pharmacies, chains, independents, hospital pharmacies, clinic pharmacies. So if there's a pharmacy, we'll find you.
That's right. Yeah. We'll be there.
We'll be there.
We'll be there. Yes, absolutely. So speaking about the ACE Tour, we just have one left.
Yes.
Can you believe that?
One left. I know. And I will say we were just, like we said, we were in Hastings in July, and the dinner presentation there was fun. It was at a cool restaurant. They pick good restaurants for us to go to.
Yeah.
By the time this airs, we will have also been in Lincoln at theirs at Momo's. But there was a cute restaurant in Hastings, the Blue Fork. The food was great.
Yes.
We had about, I think, 14, 15 people, and then you and me and Raj were there.
Yeah.
And so it was a good turnout. It was great to see people being able to network with each other. And, a lot of times each other in the community. You might not be able to chat as much.
Right.
But it was cool to see everybody get out and have a good dinner, have some fun, learn something.
Yeah. It was an enjoyable evening.
Yeah.
I loved it. I loved it. But we do have one presentation left.
Yeah.
And it is in Omaha.
Yeah.
And it is on August 9th.
Right.
And it'll start at 6:30.
Okay.
And, our ACE tours, it's open to members and non-members. So join us.
You don't have to be a member.
Right. Join us for dinner in Omaha. It is going to be at Biaggi's.
Yes, and I am not familiar with this, but people keep mentioning it, so it must be good.
It's delicious.
People are excited. So.
It's delicious. Yes, such good food. So,
and the Omaha one, we can take, I think, 40 to 50 people at that one. So it's a little bit larger than some of the other places we've been. We're smaller areas, so we can take a lot of people. So let your friends know. You do have to register for them. So that again, we do keep the information on the Daily Dose or on the website. Also,
and Facebook,
and Facebook. So just look for those, and then it'll tell you how to register for it.
Absolutely,
let your friends know. So
bring a friend. It's always kind of fun to show up. Not alone, and bring a friend. I promise the food will be great. That'll be a great presentation. We're going to be talking about an overview of autosomal dominant polycystic kidney disease.
Oh, that was a short name.
Yes. So that's going to be a great presentation, really informative, and a great meal and a great time.
Good.
So we hope to see lots of people in Omaha.
We do. And again, it's pharmacies, it can be technicians, and it can be students.
You bet. Everybody's welcome.
Everyone's welcome, and let's see here. What else? Do we have any other events coming up? I think we're going to have some coming up that we're just kind of finalizing for. I know Raj he's already said he's a great addition. Hopefully you saw the last episode that he was our VIP on.
Yes.
We did take him on the ACE tour to Hastings with us, and he didn't quit. So that's good. He came back to work.
That was a relief.
That was a relief. It was a lot of fun. We had a great time with him. I still won't forget, I have to mention, so as we're driving through these places, he's from Kansas City, and he's kind of like me and Marcia. We are city kids.
Yeah.
So sometimes, farm stuff, we don't know a lot about it, but we were telling him about detaceline.
That's right.
And so he was like, oh, this is interesting. We were like, a lot of city kids, that's what they go do. I was going to do it as a kid. I wanted to. My mom was like, you are going to hate it. You're not detaceline. So thank God, because once I heard about it, I was like, okay, no, I probably would have fainted. It would have been hot out. And but he called it, he was like, what is it called again? Deshuckling?
Deshuckling.
So now, from now on, I am calling it deshuckling.
Yeah, as you should.
Yes, it's deshuckling from now on.
Yes.
So, we taught him what us city girls knew about the small rural towns of Nebraska.
Well, and one town.
Hopefully we told them right.
Yes, one town that doesn't have a pharmacy that I had never heard of. It's my new favorite town.
Right.
It's Funk, Nebraska.
Funk, Nebraska.
Funk.
And there was not very many people in Funk, but they did have the Funk Lagoon.
Yeah.
Which we didn't stop. We should next time we're going. Yeah, we're going to the Funk Lagoon. Whatever. Yeah. I'm not even sure what that is.
We want the funk.
We want the funk.
Give us the funk.
Give us the funk. We're gonna find the funk. Yeah, for sure.
Yes, we loved it. We loved it. So you mentioned. We do have something really neat that's coming up that we've never done before. Mm-hmm. We are going to do a joint meeting between our hospital health systems network members and industry network members.
Oh, cool.
So they're going to come together and they're going to meet on October 7th here in Lincoln at Country Inn and Suites.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, we'll have the details out soon on our website. Going to be a little bit of CE, going to be some networking, and so it's going to be a great opportunity to get those two networks together.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
It'll be great.
And we'll put this stuff on the website, the Facebook page. We'll give more information on the next episode of Pharm Girls also. So we'll keep you updated. And then Raj is also doing a couple webinars that are going to be on. We were talking earlier about making sure your CV and resume, LinkedIn, all that is up to date and doing things. And he's going to be doing some webinars on that also. Yeah. So we'll keep you up to date on when those are coming out.
Get the dates out.
Yeah. And so then another thing that we wanted to share, in August, August 31st is International Drug Overdose Awareness Day.
Right.
And so what we do with the medication disposal program and the Narcan program is we declare a week in Nebraska as Nebraska Drug Overdose Awareness Week. Mm-hmm. And so this year it's going to be August 28th through September 3rd. Mm-hmm. And so we do different things. We'll have different, last year I did some interviews, so we'll do some more of those this year, talking to people that I work with in the community that are also we're all working together to try to help with substance use disorder and overdose and getting information out to the public and how we can help with that's happening. Mm-hmm. One of the things I'm trying to do too that I'm excited about, there's a film out called Tipping the Pain Scale. And it's I believe it was introduced originally at Sundance Film Festival.
Wow.
And has been shown all over the country, and people are loving it. It's got some sports stars in it and other people who've dealt with substance use. And I'm hoping to have that. It'll be at the Grand Theater is where they'll show it here in Lincoln. Wow. So we're hoping we'll do that on the 31st. So
very good.
We'll have some more information on that also as the time proceeds on.
Yeah. I think we could probably wrap up the podcast with a little bit of a drawing.
Yes.
What do you think?
So, yes, we did on the Facebook page. Look, sometimes we'll do little, asks of, what is the worst smelling drug?
That was a good one.
And so this time we did, which medication do you like to prepare or compound? So we had a few people who answered. We got Katie Lewis said dental gels. I didn't know that even was a thing, I guess.
Yeah.
Kathy Hartman said magic mouthwash.
Yeah.
What is magic mouthwash?
Magic mouthwash is something that is a combination. Sometimes they're all different recipes.
Okay.
But it's a combination of sometimes an antacid, Benadryl, sometimes lidocaine, sometimes an antibiotic. But it's used for cancer patients when they have mouth sores.
Oh,
or there might be an antifungal in there. It just everybody some prescribers have a different recipe. Different recipes for magic mouthwash. So that's kind of a fun one to mix up.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. And then Sarah McBride Thompson said Todd's paste, which if anyone knows what Todd's paste is, I was going to look it up and I forgot because we are not sure what Todd's paste is.
No, it could be a butt paste.
Could be.
It could be. For wounds, it could be toothpaste.
Toothpaste? Yeah, I thought it was probably toothpaste, but I have no idea.
I don't know.
Yeah, and you said butt paste. So
so
maybe two different. You don't want to use the butt paste.
Not interchangeable.
Yes, not interchangeable. So definitely, we'll figure out what that's for. You want it. Hopefully, your pharmacist knows exactly where to tell you to apply Todd's paste.
Right.
Yes.
Right. I would pay it. Folks need to pay attention to the directions.
Yes, pay attention to your directions on that one for sure.
Yeah. So what Amy's got here is
we're gonna do like a shell game.
Yes, and so she's got 3 pieces of paper.
Yep.
Each person who gave us their favorite compound or mixture.
Yeah.
Their name is on that piece of paper, and I get to pick one.
You get to pick one.
And, I'm kind of a middle girl.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Let's go right in the middle.
Right in the middle. And our winner is...
And the winner is...
The Grammy goes to...
Yes. Kathy.
Okay, Kathy, who was the Magic Mouthwash. Okay,
yeah,
so we will. I will message you through Facebook.
Yeah.
Make sure I have your address, and then we will send you out a tumbler.
Yeah,
and we
NPA
have numerous ones right now, so I'll pick a fun one for you.
That's great.
Yeah.
Awesome. Whatever she's drinking will stay hot or cold.
Right.
Yeah.
Whatever you want. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay, well, today we didn't have a VIP on this show,
Yeah.
so we've kind of got a little bit shorter of a show than we normally have.
Yeah.
Next couple of months, we have some guests lined up.
Gonna be great.
We've been so, like we said, so busy and touring and stuff that we were short on finding a guest.
That's
short
right.
on time, but that's okay.
Yeah.
We're going to do it next time. So
Yeah.
thanks for joining us on the
Pharm Girls.